Hello and welcome to Scorpion Squad Gaming, or SG if you prefer. This is James with a quick review on Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Plants vs Zombies follows the same basic story throughout its games, showing the main character, Crazy Dave, using mutated plants to defend his house against the hordes of zombies. Although that theme is kept in Garden Warfare 2, it has changed the way it works by making most sides more military. They now have bases, work for objectives, and have different units that they deploy for their ongoing war. As well as the main story we see throughout the game, there is also a number of side stories you can pick up on as long as you can see them through the insane and random dialect used by all of the characters. The main side story I am referring to is the development of factions within both sides. You are sent to do quests for all these factions throughout the game and can play as the characters each faction represents. For example, the Colonel Corn character is represented by the Plants Air Force faction, and the Super Brain is represented by the Zombies League of Awesome. The original 8 characters used in the first Garden Warfare game have all been carried across and are still very powerful and crucial for a strong team, but the game has also introduced 6 new characters which, as well as being fun to play, help to balance out the teams. For example, Colonel Corn brings some much needed firepower to the Plants team, and Super Brain improves the zombies' close quarters capabilities. The characters also come with their own skin sets, all of which alter the mechanics of the character, leading to a vast amount of choice. The characters also all come with appearance customization options, allowing you to make your character look unique for online games. I will probably be making some videos soon that show new characters in more detail. The main difference with the gameplay of Garden Warfare 2 when compared to the original is the hub system. Instead of using a menu screen to navigate the game like in Garden Warfare 1, you are spawned into a small open world with portals to take you to various modes throughout the game. This hub can also be used for player versus player games and is used in the game's new Flag of Unimaginable Power mode. The quests of the game also usually result in you being sent to fetch an object from within this map, and naturally there are a number of hidden collectibles scattered around it. Despite this big change, the game's combat system still works exactly like in the original, giving you the option of a primary weapon or 3 abilities. The game is based almost entirely around its multiplayer capabilities, having both competitive and cooperative. Its main cooperative mode, Garden Ops, has been kept in from the previous game, but the new mode Graveyard Ops has been added in, allowing you now to play cooperatively as the zombies. Both modes now have AI systems in place, allowing you to play them without other people should you choose to. The competitive game modes throughout the game can vary from intense to ridiculous, mainly depending on the other people you're playing with. While the game is still silly in nature and can be difficult to take seriously, its teams are evenly balanced and it has maps and modes that reward tactical play and skill. I will probably be making some more videos covering the competitive modes in more detail soon. So I would very much like to see another game to the Garden Warfare series, and I think it's likely that there will be one, and I have a couple of things that I hope to see in them if there is one. The choice to add in new characters was the right one, and if there is another game it should definitely include some more new characters, but only as long as the teams remain balanced like they currently are. As I mentioned earlier in the video, Garden Warfare 2 has a number of small factions used for the new characters, and something I would like to see is more of this through faction quest lines, or maybe even the choice to join only one faction and represent them in multiplayer. Finally, I would love to see a stronger story in this game, as although it's funny and has a good basic story, there aren't really many plot points throughout the game that actually mean anything, which is a shame because the basic concept has some real potential. Overall, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 is a game with crazy characters and ridiculous weapons, but still able to hold the basic requirements for a serious competitive game. This, added to its balanced teams and a huge range of customization options, makes it a game well worth getting, resulting in me giving it an 8 out of 10.